Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s or even 80s radiate a youthful energy, moving with a strength and clarity of mind that defies their age? It isn't luck, and it certainly isn't a miracle hidden inside expensive supplements or complex treatments. The truth is much simpler. It begins with a handful of morning habits so ordinary, yet so powerful, that they silently shape a life of vitality and long lasting health. Imagine waking up every morning feeling light, refreshed, and full of purpose. Instead of dragging yourself through the day, your body feels like it's been recharged overnight, and your mind is as sharp as when you were young. These results don't come from quick fixes. They are the reward of small, consistent choices made the moment you open your eyes. The first hour of your day is like a blueprint. It sets the tone for your energy, your mood, and even the way your body ages. Science has shown that people who follow healthy morning rituals often have better immunity, stronger hearts, improved mental clarity, and a glowing appearance that stands out. It's like giving your body and mind the fuel they truly crave to thrive. These are not secrets locked away in complicated routines. They are easy, practical, and can be done by anyone, anywhere. Are you ready to uncover the 7 powerful morning habits that could redefine your health and bring back the vibrant version of yourself? Because the journey to a stronger, younger, and happier you begins the moment the sun rises. There is a quiet truth that many of us forget. After a long night of sleep, our body wakes up dry and exhausted, even if we don't feel it. The cells are thirsty, the organs are tired, and the blood is thicker than it should be. That is why a simple glass of warm water in the morning can feel like a gentle embrace, a stream of life flowing through every corner of your body, washing away the fatigue, the heaviness, and even the silent toxins that build up overnight. As we grow older, the body's signals become softer, almost whisper-like. A dry mouth, sluggishness, or an aching joint, all of these are small cries for care. Warm water does more than quench thirst. It awakens your digestive system, helps your blood move freely, reduces the risk of constipation, and soothes those stubborn aches in your bones and joints. It's as if each sip is telling your body, you are safe, you are cared for, you can start fresh. The beauty of this habit is in its simplicity. You don't need expensive vitamins or complicated therapies. Just 200, 300 milliliters of warm water, sipped slowly, can be enough to ignite a spark of life in your morning. Add a few drops of lemon, and you cleanse your system like the first breeze of dawn. Add honey, and you gift your stomach and heart a natural healing touch. Colon, a 70-year-old woman who once struggled with years of constipation and dull skin, shared her secret. She began every day with a warm glass of water. The first week, she noticed her body felt lighter. The second week, her skin carried a faint glow. 5 years later, she still calls this small act her morning miracle. A ritual that gives her not just health, but also peace. What about you? How long has your body been waiting for a simple gesture of love like this? Sometimes the smallest habit, one that takes less than 2 minutes, can start to heal the years of neglect we didn't even realize had built up inside us. There is a silent stiffness that creeps in as we age. The heaviness in your legs when you try to stand, the dull ache in your knees that wasn't there before, the feeling that your body is no longer your own. This isn't just age speaking, it's your body asking to be awakened. Each morning, after hours of stillness, our joints feel as though they've been locked, waiting for a gentle key to turn. That key is movement, slow, kind, deliberate. You don't need a gym or a complicated routine. Sometimes all it takes is 5 minutes. Stretch your arms like you're embracing the morning light. Slowly roll your shoulders. Feel your spine loosen. Walk around your home. Step into the garden if you can, and let the cool air remind you that you're still alive, still strong. These simple gestures release the joint fluid your body desperately needs, allowing your bones to glide with ease instead of grinding in discomfort. Think of it as whispering to your body, wake up, we still have so many days to live. Even your mind feels sharper as your blood flows more freely, carrying oxygen to every corner of your brain. This is the quiet magic of movement, not just for the body, but for the spirit. There was once a man named Mr. Tam, 75 years old, who struggled every morning just to get out of bed. His legs were so stiff, every step felt like a battle. But his daughter encouraged him to try gentle stretching and a slow walk every morning. He resisted at first, as many of us do, but within a month, he felt something he hadn't in years: freedom. He could walk without fear of pain, and for the first time in a long while, he smiled and said, "I feel young again." Your body is waiting for this kindness. Just 5-10 minutes every morning can change the way you move, the way you feel, and even the way you think about life. Will you give your joints that second chance to dance again? There is a quiet heaviness that lingers in the early morning, a fog in the mind, a weight on the chest, as if yesterday's worries have followed you into today. For many, especially as the years pass, mornings are not a fresh start, but a reminder of exhaustion, of sleepless nights, of thoughts that won't stop spinning. What if I told you that just 5 minutes of deep breathing and meditation could change all of that? Close your eyes and imagine. With each breath, you are not just taking in air, but life itself. A deep, slow inhale fills your lungs, carrying oxygen straight to your brain, washing away the tension and clearing the mental clutter. A long, gentle exhale takes with it the pain, the anxiety, the noise of yesterday. It's a simple rhythm. Inhale hope, exhale fear. This quiet act of breathing is like pressing a reset button for both the body and the soul. Meditation does not require you to be a monk or sit in silence for hours. It is simply giving yourself the gift of presence. Sit in a comfortable place, on a chair, on your bed, or even on the floor if you wish. Close your eyes, loosen the tightness in your shoulders, let your thoughts drift like clouds in the sky. For just 5 to 10 minutes, allow your mind to rest, to breathe, to simply exist without demand. Bahua, at 68, once battled sleepless nights and relentless headaches. Her mind was like a storm, filled with worries about the past, fears about the future. Then, on her son's advice, she began each morning with deep breathing and a few minutes of meditation. At first, she doubted it, but day by day, the storm quieted. Her mind became clearer, her heart lighter. Now she calls those 10 minutes her sanctuary, a sacred time where she feels truly alive. Perhaps your mornings are heavy too, weighed down by regrets, pain, or just the fatigue of life. But you have the power to change that. With every breath, you can choose peace. With every moment of stillness, you can remind yourself that life is not just about surviving, but about truly living. There's a quiet kind of healing that happens when you start the day by feeding not just your body, but also your soul. Breakfast, often called the king of all meals, is not simply about eating. It's about telling your body, I value you. I am giving you what you need to thrive. After a long night, your stomach is empty, your cells are longing for fuel, and your brain is waiting for the energy that will help it think, focus, and create. Imagine this. Instead of rushing out the door with just a bitter cup of coffee, you sit down to a warm bowl of oatmeal topped with fresh berries or a slice of whole grain bread spread with creamy avocado and a sprinkle of nuts. Maybe a boiled egg on the side. Simple, but packed with nutrients. These small choices can transform not just your body's health, but also your mood. Studies have shown that people who eat a balanced breakfast have sharper memory, better concentration, and a calmer emotional state throughout the day. For older adults, breakfast is not just about staying full. It's about preventing dizziness from low blood sugar, protecting heart health, and giving your digestive system a gentle start. Think of it as charging your internal battery. Without it, everything runs slower and heavier. And then comes the sunlight, the free, magical medicine that no pill can replicate. When you step outside into the gentle morning rays, you're not just soaking up light, you're absorbing vitamin D, the golden nutrient that strengthens bones, boosts immunity, and even improves mental health. Did you know that a lack of vitamin D is linked to depression and memory loss in older adults? Just 15 to 20 minutes of early sunlight each morning can be the difference between feeling weak and feeling vibrant. Take the story of Grandma Lan, 75 years old. She once believed her aching bones and stiff knees were simply the price of aging. But when her doctor advised her to take morning walks under the soft sunrise, she reluctantly began. At first, it felt pointless, but then, after a few weeks, something shifted. Her pain faded, her energy returned, and she found herself humming as she walked through her garden. She later said, "I never knew the sun could heal me like this." Picture yourself stepping outside after breakfast, barefoot on the cool grass, or simply standing by your balcony, letting the first light of the day touch your skin. Feel how it warms you, as if whispering, "Today is yours." Combine this with a nourishing breakfast, and you're giving both your body and soul the strongest possible start. What if tomorrow morning, instead of skipping breakfast or hiding from the sun, you chose to honor these two simple acts? A meal full of life and a dose of sunlight could be the quiet miracle that makes you feel alive again. Most people don't realize that a single thought, just one quiet thought when you first wake up, can decide how your entire day unfolds. A positive mindset in the morning is like taking a dose of invisible medicine. It lowers your stress, stabilizes your blood pressure, and gently tells your brain to release those happy hormones that keep your heart light and your mind clear. Think about the mornings when you wake up heavy with worry, replaying yesterday's problems, or fearing what's ahead. Your body tenses, your breath shortens, and even simple tasks feel harder. But what if you could start each day differently? What if the moment you opened your eyes, you whispered to yourself, "Today will be a good day. I am still here, I am still breathing, and I still have time to live." This is not just optimism, it's science. Gratitude and positive thinking literally change the chemistry of your brain. They help regulate cortisol, the stress hormone, and boost endorphins, which make you feel lighter, calmer, and more alive. It's like giving your heart a reason to beat stronger. You don't need anything complicated to start. When you wake up, pause for a moment. Think of 3 small things you're grateful for. It could be your warm bed, a loved one's smile, or simply the fact that you have another day to experience life. Write them down if you can. Let that feeling of thankfulness fill your chest like sunlight spreading across a room. Kuhua, 82 years old, was once known in her family as someone always frowning, always worrying about something: money, health, the past. Her mornings were filled with complaints and sighs. But when her granddaughter suggested a gratitude list, everything began to shift. At first, it felt strange. What could she possibly be thankful for? But she tried. Each morning, she wrote 3 things: the morning tea she loved, the birds singing outside her window, and the warm scarf her daughter gave her. Day by day, her health improved. She smiled more, her blood pressure became stable, and she said, "My mornings feel lighter now, as if someone opened a window in my heart." The truth is, life will always have reasons to stress us, but choosing a positive thought each morning is choosing to lead your day rather than letting it control you. Avoid the flood of negative news that poisons your mood. Instead, play a song that makes you happy, call a friend, or share a laugh with family. These little moments create a ripple effect. One positive morning leads to one better day, which leads to a stronger, healthier life. Tomorrow, when you wake up, try it. Before you even step out of bed, whisper to yourself, "I am grateful, I am alive, and today I will choose joy." It might be the quiet medicine your heart has been waiting for all along. There is something magical about a smile. It's small, effortless, yet powerful enough to heal not only your heart, but also your body. Science has proven that just one genuine smile can trigger the release of endorphins, the happy hormones, which soothe stress, boost immunity, and even lower the risk of heart disease. A smile is like a natural medicine, one that costs nothing but can bring priceless rewards. Imagine starting your morning by looking in the mirror, not to find flaws or wrinkles, but to smile at yourself. That simple act is like telling your reflection, "You are enough. Today will be good." It's not about pretending that life is perfect. It's about giving yourself permission to feel joy, even in the smallest moments. Watch a funny video, listen to a cheerful song, or sit with your grandchildren as they share their innocent laughter. You'll find that their laughter becomes your own, washing away the heaviness in your heart. Kutu, a 75-year-old grandmother from the countryside, is living proof of this truth. She laughs often, with her neighbors, with her grandchildren, even with strangers. People say her laughter is contagious, and perhaps that's why, despite her age, her face glows with a warmth that no cream or cosmetic could create. When asked for her secret, she simply smiles and says, "I laugh every morning. That's why I don't feel old." When you combine a smile with the 6 other morning habits, drinking warm water, gentle movement, deep breathing, A nourishing breakfast, morning sunlight, and positive thinking, you create a life that thrives. You don't just survive the years, you live them fully with energy and grace. These habits are not grand gestures, but simple, powerful choices that whisper to your body and mind. You are loved. You are alive. You still have so much to enjoy. So why wait? Tomorrow morning, before the world weighs you down with its noise, stand by the window, take a breath, and smile. Smile for the gift of another day, for the people you love, and for the simple fact that you're still here, still capable of creating your own joy. With just 7 small habits, you don't need expensive supplements or complicated routines to stay healthy, youthful, and happy. Everything you need for a better, longer life is already within your reach, in your glass of warm water, in the sunlight on your skin, and in the curve of your lips when you smile. Start tomorrow. Start with one habit. Start with one smile. And let that be the first step to a life that feels lighter, brighter, and full of meaning.